positive September 9th for opiates, and then admitted taking opiates on the evening of September 8th. You understand that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Hinton?
Thank you, Your Honor. And speaking with Mr. Springer, he would like to admit the violation, plead guilty to it, thereby waiving the final hearing. Thank you.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your plea to that allegation?
Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. What's your story?
Well, after getting out last time, Nicole gave me some homework to clean my house, get my house a little bit more homely because I've lived in the same house my whole life, and my bedroom is my living room. And upon cleaning my
Who
whole
else
house,
lives there?
I have two roommates, a childhood friend and her boyfriend, Brittany and her boyfriend Charles. And they have multiple animals, a couple dogs, and I have a cat, and she has a cat.
Okay, so go ahead.
Anyway, so upon cleaning my house and having them help me clean my house to make the house more homely, obviously I was an addict. I'm a bit of a hoarder. I have a lot of stuff in my room. I still do, collections of stuff, Coca-Cola stuff, Legos, stuff like that. And I had found a couple perks that I didn't even know I had. And you know, you put something in front of me, it's, you know, I held on to them. I should have flushed them. I didn't. And then, you know, I've been going through these teeth pains, obviously, that I've been trying to take care of. I had an appointment in November I couldn't get to. And yeah, I was in pain and I took them. And I wiggled around probation. I'm not going to lie about that because I took it the night I went. Obviously, Nicole caught that. I also took one a week prior. I'll admit to that. And that was, I found two and I took one of each. They were perk 10s, oxy 10s. I know I shouldn't have taken it. I'm accountable for that. You know, she called me in. I didn't run from it. I came in. You know, I know I'm in the wrong. I absolutely know I'm in the wrong.
So you took one on the 8th,
I took one on the 8th, the night of the 8th.
and then when did Nicole call you?
She called me 9th, the morning of the 9th.
So she just happened to call you the morning after you happened to take one.
I had an assumption someone maybe called again like the last time.
What?
Someone, like the one violation somebody had called and told, I did confide in one person that I took it, and I thought maybe they did call again or something. And I took one the week before as well, you know, because I was holding on to them, and I was not having.
Where did you find them?
They were in a bottle in my headboard.
A bottle of what?
Like a pill bottle. I had a bunch of Advil in it, and there were two of them on the bottom of it. They were perk 10s, oxy 10s.
How come it took you so long to find them?
Because my room was a pigsty. I lived in it my whole life, and I'm a bit of a hoarder. I had a lot of stuff in there.
What bottle were they in?
They were like in an Advil bottle.
Where'd you get them?
I probably had bought them years ago from one of the people, multiple people I used to buy.
I can't imagine. You've been here, this is your 4th time for testing positive, right?
Yes.
Okay. I can't imagine somebody hooked on opiates not knowing where every goddamn pill is.
I used to do them every day. So,
I know.
and I've lost them before. It's happened. I was doing them for years.
This is a common story, especially with opiate people. They opiate and meth. They didn't know they had it. They just happened to find it, had it from a period of time in the past. And can you imagine how many times I've believed that story?
Yeah, I understand.
None.
I know you see a lot of that. You see a lot
So
of stuff.
why are you so unmotivated to change? Because you came here on an intervention, meaning you had, what, no record?
Yeah.
Or minimal record at the most? And that washed out pretty quick. So I put you on probation. So this is your 4th violation. Why are you so unmotivated?
I don't know. It's like
Why don't you find out why you're so unmotivated?
being in here these 90 days has put a lot of perspective. I've been going through hell with my teeth, excuse my language. I watched somebody in there die that was in my pod.
Die from what?
We don't know. He got wheeled out on a machine, pumping his heart, and we found out he had passed away. I talked to him and played cards with him every day. He was awake for breakfast and awake for cleaning, and then all of a sudden they were locking us down, and I was standing there watching it, and it was a guy I was really, really cool with. You know, I had a cyst in my arm I had to go to the doctor for, and that hurt, and just going through the hell of wishing I had Motrin, you know, over anything else. My mom broke her shoulder while I was in here, and she hasn't had any help. My brothers have been helping as much as they can, but she depends on me, and I
Well-
realize I did this to
Well,
myself.
how can she possibly depend on you if you're getting high all the time?
I was the only
What is, I don't understand that.
I'm always
What
with
good-
her.
What good are you to her if you're getting high all the time?
Out of my brothers, I'm the only one that always is free, besides work, to go over there and help her.
So,
And I hadn't been getting high this whole time.
yeah, you have. Yeah, you have. You know how it works, right? How long does that stuff last in your system?
Like 3 to 5 days,
3 to 5 days. How often were you reported?
once a week,
What day? Monday?
Mondays.
Monday. So Monday you leave there, you test negative. Monday you take a pill. It's out of your system by Friday. Come in Monday, you test negative. So don't give me this stuff because before it was only 1 pill the night before. Now today it's 2 pills.
I'll
One
be
the
honest.
week before and one the night before.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I mean, it was a week before.
So let me play along though. Okay. You took one on the 8th, you took one about the 1st, roughly a week before. When was it before that you last used?
When I violated before. I can't get these on the street. I don't know anybody anymore. Everyone's out of my life. I'm in AA heavy, and, you know, I surround myself with sober people, sober places, sober, you know, people, places, and things. I don't know.
I've heard that before.
I know, I don't know anybody anymore. I don't. It's been years.
So it had been well over a year when you used last time.
The violation before, the last violation
Right.
was when I used, and then it was like 14 months before that, and that was
Right.
when I got it from Anthony that I can't talk to. And it's been 2 years almost since I talked to him. I have him blocked on everything, so he can't contact me and I can't contact him.
So how were you able to possibly make it 14 months without using opiates?
The AA, literally, sponsors program, it works. I mean,
So
I know
on
you don't, I know
September
you.
1st, when you found this in a bottle, did you call your sponsor?
No, I didn't tell him about it, and I had found it a month earlier I
And you
didn't,
let it sit around for a month?
yeah, I should have flushed it. I should have gotten rid of it right away. I should have known that putting it in front of me is like setting something on fire and hoping it doesn't burn me. I shouldn't have had it. I shouldn't have. I should have gotten rid of it right away. It's just setting myself up for failure, and I know that. I absolutely know that.
So then by the time you found it, you had been 13 months without using opiates.
Well, for my last violation, it would have
Right,
been.
that's what I'm talking about. No? What do we got back there?
His other violation, he was positive on March 31st of 2025. Prior to that, it was January 29th of 2024, and then prior to that, it was May 31st of 2022.
Okay, so between January of 24 and March of 25, were you using opiates?
No.
How did you manage not to use opiates during that time?
AA, the program, that's what helped me. Being around sober people, places, and things.
So were you better off using the opiates or not using the opiates?
Absolutely not.
So then if you were able to go 13 or 14 months without using, why did you start using?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I shouldn't have.
I know you shouldn't have. But you seem to be able to have managed for 14 months
Yeah.
not to use it.
Yeah.
And then you decided, I think I was having a better time using it. Why don't I use it again?
Yeah, I know, the logic is not sound. It's stupid of me. It's stupid of me.
Right.
Made a bad decision. Absolutely. When I found it, I should have gotten rid of it. I shouldn't have kept it.
I'm not even focused on what you should have done when you found it, if you found it, if any of that's true, okay, which I don't believe, but here we are. So you simply, out of thin air, were able to not use for 14 months. Were you
Program.
living a better life in that 14 months than you were in the last 6 months, 9 months?
Yeah, I was. Absolutely.
Yet you decided you were gonna go back to the shitty life.
Yeah. I don't know why. There's There's no logic to it. I don't have a good excuse for it. There's no good answer for that.
I know that. You don't have to tell me that. I already know that. Now, I don't believe you, okay, because I believe you time everything out and you're able to get away with stuff. Now, what I should probably order on you is, I should probably order you to come in 3 times a week and get tested. That's what I probably should do. That's what I should have done. That's my fault, though. Because you guys, you guys, meaning all you guys over here, spend most of your time trying to figure out how to game the system rather than comply with the system, which would probably lead you to a better life than being in and out of here all the time. Mr. Hinton?
All right, do you think that community control sanctions, despite the violations, would be proper in this situation? Again, this is something that started as an intervention, a first offense. I know it's unfortunate that Mr. Springer has struggled, but I do think that community control sanctions would be warranted. I know that he's done a large amount of jail time recently, so I'd ask that he receive credit for that, be placed back on community control with conditions that the court feels is proper.
I mean, why would any of it be proper if he can't, if he won't? It's not that he can't, that he won't. Because by his story, obviously he can stop using, but he won't. I mean, that's what you want me to believe, right? You can do it, you just won't do it.
I can't do it and I want to. This has been the biggest
If you wanted
perspective
to,
wake up ever.
If you wanted to, then you would do it because according to you, you've proven you can do it for at least 14 months. So the only logical explanation is you just won't do it because you don't want to. Because if you couldn't help yourself, then you would have been using for those 14 months, right? So by you giving me this story of no use in 14 months, you've trapped yourself here. Because then you're telling me I'm just not going to stop because I don't want to.
I want to stop. I want.
Well, once again, if you wanted to, then you would, because you've shown that you can, according to you, right?
This has given me the most perspective in my life ever, being locked up this long, dealing with what I'm missing.
Well, you've been locked up 47 days before.
Never 90.
60 days before, another 60 days, and now 90. So what's 30 days, give or take? Who cares?
It's just what I've gone through in there, what I've missed, my mom needing me. You know, she broke her shoulder while I was in here, and I felt helpless that I couldn't help her. My brothers are not doing much as they can, but they've got busy lives. They got wives and kids and all that stuff. Right. You know, my son's in Florida, and you know, I work, but I don't have a wife. You know, I just pay my bills for my house and take care of all that and take care of my mom. Like that, you know, I'm her number one. I'm her baby, but I take care of her more than any of my brothers ever.
You can't even take care of yourself.
Yeah.
All right, I've gone back and reviewed the pre-sentence report. And I've listened to you, and you're insisting to me that as you've told it is how it happened. You're insisting that that's what happened. And if that is in fact what happened, then you are not amenable to community control. So I'm going to terminate your community control. I'm going to sentence you to 9 months in prison with credit for 233 days. And you're gonna pay the costs. So you got a little bit of time to do, and you're gonna come out, and you're either gonna do what you're supposed to do, or when you do this again, you'll automatically come back here and we'll start this conversation all over again. Anything else, Mr. Hinton?
What was the credit, Your Honor?
233.